attacking the boundaries of forest, fire outbreaks, burning charcoal and firewood burning are so far the leading threats to the forest for recent years till now. This is Rural Cell in Mushonyi sector in Rutiro district. There are activities that are clearly damaging the forest, even though it is called harvesting, burning charcoal, cutting wood for carpentry. Those who do it, and by standards, told to the Radio TV10 that even though they are aware that those activities destroy the forest, they get employed by that. And the residents also said that if they don't use forest as their fuel, they can spend days and nights without eating.
As we are used to burning wood, the charcoal we don't have access to. It goes to the city and they too want it as a fuel because they don't have forests. You then understand that charcoal is the option they have. So what? But we are happy when the forests are cut down because through that we are given jobs.
When we cut down the forest like this, there are times when the rain falls, the soil is eroded, and you find that the fields are gone.
Hunger is bad. We cut it when there is no other alternative. However, we do it because we have run out of food. When we sell it, we get what the children eat.
Radio TV10 went from the Rutiro region to the Burera region in the Bugarama sector, an area close to volcanic forest. The resident talked to the Radio TV10 saying that cutting trees in the volcanic forest has now become history because they have understood the consequences. They say that they have not stopped burning the trees. However, they don't burn those from volcanic forest, even if they didn't remove them from those volcanic forests.
When you go to the forest and cut down a tree, there is an animal that lives in it. You are abusing it.
When you don't go for firewood yet you have a forest, you cut a tree because you can't sleep hungry.
Ndikumana Leonard, who is in charge of forest conservation in the Rugarama sector where the people are located, believes that the problem of burning wood and the coal is there and it affects the forest. However, the best alternative is only to encourage the people to use method to monitor the available fuel, because most of them are incapable of using other fuels like gas.
In fact, the problem of fuel exists. What is being done both at the national and local level is to teach the people how to burn wood, including chanarumwe, which is a type of a stove that does not take a lot of wood so that the fuel of at least the wood is reduced.
National Forest Agency, as Rwanda Forest Authority, acknowledges that wood and coal fuels are now most widely used fuels, and that even the solutions that have been thought, such as gas, are not the answer for everyone. Shimimana Sipridio, the Director General of the National Forest Agency, using statistics, shows that there is a gap in the number of forests that are planted and cut down, but also that putting forests in the hand of the private sector is expected to be a future solution.
N'ubundi nibwo buryo usanga buhari bwo gukoresha kugira ngo umuturage abaho yabaho ateka.
After all, the use of wood and charcoal is the way people used to cook. But what is clear is the method of cooking with the charcoal also reduces the amount of forest that should be on the land. That's why, like in the city of Kigali, if like 1,000 bags of charcoal enter per day, if you put it in a month or a year, you can find that there is a lot of forest that has been removed. That is why there is a plan to raise awareness among the people about how to check and minimize excess use of the available fuel.
Those who look after the conservation of forest on their side find the need for the new study of fuels that could replace coal and wood. This is Serge Hategekimana, a member of We Do Green, independent organization that protects the environment and is a professor at the University of Rwanda who teaches environment.
Buryo abantu bafite batekamo
If you try to look at what people use, you will see that the use of non-wood and coal product is still very low, as the country has done everything possible to replace wood and coal, but it has not yet reached a good level. We see that the people between the age of 14 and 24 are the majority in the country, so we see that they have projects that will replace this burning. The only thing left is to support it.
cyane cyane imishinga yasimbura neza mu gukoresha ayo mashyamba.
According to the report of NICR, firewood is still fuel used for cooking by the vast majority of the rural population by 94% in 2013 and 2014. In the urban area, charcoal is used by 68% of households, followed by firewood 29%, while rural households have not changed their fuel they used for cooking in the last 3 years. A slow trend can be observed in the rural area away from firewood, where it is 36% to 29%, and toward charcoal 61% to 68% in 2010 and 2011 and 2013-2014 respectively. Another report of NICR of 2016-2017 shows that firewood is still the source of fuel used for cooking by the vast majority of the rural population by 93% in 2016-2017. In the urban area, charcoal is used by 65% of households, followed by firewood of 26%, while rural households have not changed the source of fuel they used for cooking in the last 3 years. A slow trend can be observed in the urban areas, shifting from firewood of 29% to 26% and charcoal 28% to 25%, toward gas use 1% to 5% in 2013, 2014, and 2016-2017 respectively. The same report of NICR of 2020-2021 showed that the firewood and charcoal is still the source of fuel used for cooking by the vast majority. These numbers mark that the year between 2018 and 2021, those who used firewood reduced from 79.9% to 77.7% of the whole population. Those who used charcoal increased from 17.4% to 77.5%, and those who used the gas for cooking increased from 1.1% to 4.2% of the whole population. At the present, the forests in Rwanda are fragmented in two, that is to say, state and private forest. The numbers of Rwanda Forestry Authority shows that 68% is owned by the private sector and 32% for government state. And then the government wanted at least in 2024, at least those forests would reach 8 per 10. Rwanda has an area of 26,338 kilometers square. 30% of that area is forest. Figures of Rwanda Forestry Authority shows that from 2009 and 2019, at least the area of forest increased by 0.5% every year. It is a number that these agents say it is not interesting, because in the past of 10 years, it was found that every year 50.7% of the forests on the land of Rwanda are destroyed. However, the rate of reforestation is only 20%, which means that the gap between the loss of forest area and the new growth is only 5%. The consolation and hope available is that 2021 figures shows that the class of forests in the year of 2020 and 2021 contributed to the country gross domestic product as GDP, which is equal to 609 billion Rwandan francs. This story was produced with support from the Rainforest Journalism Fund in the partnership with the Pulitzer Center. Kubwimana Vedaste, TV10.